We are covering inquiry-based learning for your CDA exam, focusing specifically on the project approach and the use of provocations. These concepts are central to CDA Competency Standard 2, which is all about advancing children's physical and intellectual competence. On the exam, you'll need to show you can provide learning experiences that promote curiosity, reasoning, and problem-solving. Let's start with provocations. A provocation is an open-ended invitation to explore. Think of it as deliberately placing engaging materials in the environment to spark children's interest and thinking without giving any specific directions. For example, placing seashells, magnifying glasses, and drawing paper on a science table is a provocation. An exam question might present a scenario where children are interested in colors. A common trap is choosing a teacher-directed answer, like teach a lesson on the color wheel. The better, inquiry-based answer is to provide a provocation, such as setting out prisms, colored cellophane, and flashlights for children to explore how light and color interact. The key is that there is no predetermined outcome. Now, let's connect this to the project approach, famously developed by Lillian Katz and Judy Harris-Helm. This is not a single activity, but an in-depth, long-term investigation of a real-world topic that genuinely interests the children. It unfolds in 3 distinct phases. Phase 1 involves choosing a topic based on children's emerging interests and questions. Phase 2 is the investigation, where children become researchers. They might go on field visits, interview experts, and represent their findings through drawings, models, and charts. Phase 3 is the culminating event, where children share what they've learned with others, perhaps through a presentation or a display. Your role as the teacher is not to lecture, but to be a facilitator, co-researcher, and guide. A major exam pitfall is confusing the project approach with simply doing a fun-themed activity. The project approach is a deep, weeks-long study driven by the children's own questions. Documentation is also critical. You'll use observations, photos, and work samples to create documentation panels. These panels make the learning visible to children, families, and administrators, and are a powerful assessment tool. Here's a mental shortcut to remember the project approach. Think PIE for provoke, investigate, and exhibit. First, you provoke curiosity. Then, children investigate their questions. Finally, they exhibit their new knowledge. On your CDA exam, when you see a question about curriculum planning, look for the answer that empowers children to explore, discover, and direct their own learning. The best choice will always involve providing opportunities for discovery and informal learning over direct instruction. This demonstrates your understanding of how to apply inquiry-based learning to meet cognitive development goals, which is exactly what the CDA credential requires. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.